everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about how to trade the opening range strategy. This is a strategy that I like to use, and it's pretty simple. It's very beginner-ish. So I have a few steps here on the left side of my screen right over here. So let's give it a go. So first off, the first thing we need to do when trading the opening range strategy is to choose our time frame. I personally prefer to use the 10-minute candles, and you can use the 30-minute candle if you would like, which would be this first candle, and it's always the first candle of the day, right? You could even choose the hour if you want, but I tend to find that the volatility happens within the first, hour to hour and a half usually, of the trading day. So I don't want a huge time frame. So some people use the 5. Even, which is also would work. I like to use the 10. It's a little bit more consistent than the 5. But so how would we take a trade based off of this? Well, this is a good example of one right here. Starting right here, okay, we have the opening range right there, right? So this range on Apple, this is all right. So this is the opening range. We have this line. Let me make this red. See that red line, and then we also have this one right here. Okay, so this is the opening range strategy, right? So this is the 10-minute candles, 10-minute time frame. So after this candle develops, I will mark this candle immediately, and those would be my levels to play off of. Those are going to be my 2 levels that I'm going to want to take trades off of, right? So the next thing you do now, step 3 would be to wait for price action to reach these levels, okay? And it is worth noting that these levels are never going to be exact. There will be fake outs, much like this one here or this one here, which are just basically liquidity grabs. And then you'll play long or short off these levels, right? So it's a good example of it, how much you play this. This is a tougher one to play, but I'm going to be looking. So I'm marking these lines off the 10-minute, but I'm going to zoom into the 5-minute so I can really see what's going on. Right, so, and we have this is a really nice pattern. It's a really nice chart. I'm going to be the guy who is going to enter right here on this red candle. I like to enter on red candles, and I like to exit on big greens on a long, and vice versa when it's short. So here you get the clean breakthrough. Look at see this volume down here, right? So you get this large volume candle right there, which shows me the buyers are interested, and this is at opening range highs, right? So now you be patient. And then boom, next candle you get to push through. And then look at this, a low volume. Notice the volume on this. See this tiny red right here? This tiny red. That's your key. When you see that, that shows you that sellers are not active. So I'm going to get long when I start at the end of this 5-minute candle, at the end of it, right? Not the beginning. I'm going to let the candle fully develop, and at 4 minutes and whatever, 30 seconds left on the candle, and when there's 30 seconds left on the candle before close and I see this volume, that's when I'm getting long. And so then boom, then now you can risk either right off this level. I wouldn't risk right off the level because a lot of times it likes to wick out. And I'll give you, and a good example of that would be Tesla, this Tesla chart. Let's go to the 10-minute on Tesla. Let's do the same thing, right? So here's Tesla. These would be our opening ranges. And now there was no really clean breaks, but however, I would have played this chart. So this is the 10-minute, right? So this is our opening range. You can see Tesla break down below, and what it likes to do, its personality is it likes to break down below and then use that liquidity to push the price up, right? To trap those. Anybody who got short here, they want to trap them. So once they break back above, you're starting to get short, starting to cover here, and you can see that. You get a nice push. You get a move from, a $10 move on Tesla, which is, it's an all right move on Tesla. But this is another example of how opening range can be used. Now, if we even go back here, we have these black lines right here. This was an opening range strategy. And so see, you can get the break. Look at this. You get massive volume at open on a gap down day. And then boom, a big candle. And so now you're looking at the 5-minute to see where would I enter. And for me, this is a tougher one. I don't know if I would have taken this trade. I didn't take this trade, but if I were to have to take this trade, I guess you're just probably getting long if you believe that the markets are going to break up. You're probably getting long on this doji right here and just risking to the bottom of that doji. Because if the bottom of that's your line in the sand. If the bottom of that doji breaks, then this was a trap, right? Because the doji usually, that signifies a balance in buyers and sellers. So pretty much whatever way it goes, that's the price is probably going to continue that way. So if it were to break below, it might even be a good short because it would have trapped longs up here. But so that's how I play opening ranges. You can use the 5-minute candle, you can use a 3-minute candle. Just keep in mind that the higher the time frame the candle, the stronger the support resistance is most likely going to be. I prefer the 10-minute, like I said, just due to the simple fact that it's the volatility and I don't want too much of the day to go by before me taking a trade. I'd like to get the trades going early in the morning, right? So let's give one more example. Here's another example on Tesla, right? Okay, so this is going to be the top and the bottom of our opening range zone. And you can see this move. You can see again what I mean by Tesla's personality. It likes to dip under. See it dip under this right here? Dips under on the 10-minute chart. And then finally push. This is the break high. And you're probably getting long maybe on this big volume candle. There's not really a great spot to enter on that trade. So, but you guys get the point. So thanks for watching, viewing, and I'm sorry I already posted this video once, but the volume was out on that video, so this one should be good. And if you guys have any other questions, make sure you leave it down in the comments.